Prepare to be amazed by the danger of oleander. This beautiful garden plant, known for its vibrant flowers, has a dark secret. It's highly toxic. All parts of the oleander, including its leaves, flowers, and stems, contain deadly compounds that can pose serious risks if ingested. Even small amounts can lead to severe poisoning, especially in children and pets, who are often more curious and less aware of the dangers. Symptoms of oleander poisoning can include nausea, vomiting, and in extreme cases, even death. This lovely shrub might beautify your garden, but it can easily become a silent threat if proper care isn't taken. If you have pets or little ones running around, it's essential to keep them away from this ornamental plant. So next time you admire those stunning blooms, remember the potential hazards lurking within. You might be shocked to learn that cities could shrink. Research suggests a staggering 87.5% of cities across the United States could face significant population reductions in the next decade or two. This trend is driven by a combination of economic shifts, climate challenges, and changes in the job market. For instance, many vibrant cities that once thrived are witnessing residents relocate to the suburbs or even to completely different states in search of improved opportunities and a better quality of life. Cities heavily dependent on industries that are in decline are especially vulnerable as they struggle to keep their populations intact. This situation compels local leaders to innovate and find new ways to attract residents and businesses. Rising housing costs, the availability of job opportunities, and climate issues like natural disasters or extreme weather can further push individuals to seek more favorable living conditions elsewhere. As urban planners and city officials confront this potential crisis, communities are proactively working to create dynamic, appealing environments. What innovative strategies will these cities adopt to reverse this trend and foster a thriving urban atmosphere? You won't believe what Arch Motorcycles has created. This innovative company, co-founded by actor Keanu Reeves and motorcycle designer Gard Hollinger, has set the motorcycle world on fire with its remarkable models. One standout is the Arch KR GT1, a bike that perfectly combines jaw-dropping power with exceptional performance and stunning design. It's not just about looks. The KR GT1 packs a powerful 1,200cc V-twin engine that can unleash a thrilling ride like no other. With its lightweight frame and advanced suspension system, it glides through corners while providing an exhilarating experience on straightaways. Every detail, from its smooth lines to the luxurious materials used, showcases the craftsmanship and dedication to quality that Arch is known for. But what really sets Arch apart is their commitment to customization. Each motorcycle can be tailored to fit the rider's personality and needs, making it not just a means of transport but a true reflection of oneself. Riding an Arch motorcycle is not just about speed, it's about experiencing the art of the ride. Discover Rhode Island's surprising history and charm. This tiny state, known as one of the original 13 colonies, has played a significant role in American history, especially regarding religious freedom. Founded by dissenters seeking a place to practice their beliefs without persecution, Rhode Island became a beacon of tolerance in the 17th century. Despite its modest size, the state offers a treasure trove of unique coastal towns like Newport and Block Island, each boasting picturesque waterfronts and fascinating historical landmarks. You can stroll through charming streets lined with colonial architecture or enjoy freshly caught seafood at local eateries. The state's vibrant maritime culture is evident in its bustling harbors, where sailing and fishing are way of life. So why not take a weekend to explore Rhode Island's rich past and stunning scenery? You'll uncover stories that shaped a nation while enjoying the scenic beauty of this captivating state. You might be shocked to learn that muscle dysmorphia exists. This serious psychological condition affects many fitness enthusiasts who obsessively focus on their appearance, believing they are smaller or weaker than they really are. Despite often having impressive strength and muscle definition, individuals with muscle dysmorphia constantly strive for an unattainable ideal. This can lead to excessive muscle shredding, where they push their bodies to extreme limits through intense workouts and strict diets, sometimes ignoring important signs of physical distress. The condition not only impacts mental health, leading to anxiety and low self-esteem, but can also result in physical issues like injuries or nutrition-related problems. It's crucial for those affected to recognize the signs and seek help, as balance and self-acceptance are key to maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So what steps can we take to support ourselves and others struggling with body image issues? Ever thought about why hormonal therapy matters so much? Advancements in hormonal therapy hold incredible promise for people struggling with hormonal imbalances. Hormones play a crucial role in our health, influencing everything from mood and energy levels to metabolism and reproductive functions. When these hormones are out of balance, it can lead to various health issues, including fatigue, anxiety, and weight gain. Hormonal therapy aims to restore this balance, offering individuals a renewed sense of well-being and the chance to live life to the fullest. This therapy can include treatments like hormone replacement therapy or medications that help regulate hormone levels. By addressing these imbalances, many people notice significant improvements in their quality of life, feeling more energetic, emotionally stable, and healthier overall. So could hormonal therapy be the key to a better, more balanced life for you? You won't believe this about your brain's power. For years, a popular myth claimed that Americans only use 10% of their brains, but neuroscience has shattered that misconception. Thanks to advanced brain imaging technologies like MRI scans, researchers have discovered that almost every part of the brain is active, even when we are at rest. Each region of the brain has a specialized function, from processing emotions to controlling movement and even forming memories. This myth often appears in movies and motivational speeches, giving the impression that we have untapped potential waiting to be unlocked. However, scientific evidence clearly shows that our brains are always working, efficiently managing countless tasks, big and small. So the next time you hear someone say we only use a fraction of our brains, you can confidently set the record straight. This might surprise you. The mystery of Frederick Valentich. In 1978, a young Australian pilot named Frederick Valentich vanished during a routine flight over the Bass Strait. Just before disappearing, he reported seeing a strange metallic aircraft hovering above him, claiming in his last words, "It's not an aircraft." His sudden disappearance sparked widespread speculation about UFO encounters, prompting many theories about what happened that night. Despite extensive searches, neither Valentich nor his aircraft was ever found, leaving his family and the public with lingering questions and a chilling sense of uncertainty. What really happened to him? Some believe he may have encountered extraterrestrial beings, while others think he might have suffered a tragic accident. The case remains unsolved, captivating the imagination of UFO enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists alike. Why does this story continue to intrigue us even decades later? Why exactly does each person smell different? It turns out each person has a unique scent, much like a fingerprint. This fascinating fact means that no two people smell alike, except for identical twins who may share a similar aroma. Our individual scent profiles are influenced by many factors, including genetics, diet, hygiene, and even the environment we live in. This is why dogs, with their incredible sense of smell, can easily recognize their owners through scent alone. A dog's nose is far more powerful than ours, with up to 300 million scent receptors compared to our 5 million. So when your dog greets you, it's not just seeing your face, it's also identifying your unique scent, making the bond between you even stronger. Isn't it amazing how our bodies create such distinct fragrances that even our furry friends can recognize us by smell alone? This might surprise you. Crushed insects in your food? You might not realize it, but some products containing carmine, natural red, or red chili extract actually include crushed insects as an ingredient. Carmine is a vibrant red dye made from cochineal insects, which are harvested, dried, and processed. This natural coloring agent is commonly found in everything from candies and yogurts to cosmetics. Although it's a natural alternative to artificial dyes, many people are unaware of its insect origins. If you're following a vegan or vegetarian diet, it's crucial to read labels carefully, since even a small amount can sneak into what you eat or use. Many food companies are now working to find alternatives to carmine, given the rising awareness of these hidden ingredients. So next time you reach for that bright red treat, you might want to check what's really inside. Discover the fascinating founding of Côte d'Ivoire. Established in 1774, Côte d'Ivoire holds a special place in history as a symbol of leadership and national identity. This vibrant city blossomed during a time when governance was evolving, laying the groundwork for what we now recognize as modern political systems. The leaders of Côte d'Ivoire played a crucial role in uniting people and developing national symbols that resonate even today. As the city grew, it became a hub of cultural innovation and pride, shaping how citizens view their national identity. The narrative of Côte d'Ivoire also reflects broader trends in governance, showcasing how local movements can influence the national stage. Understanding its founding helps us appreciate how far we've come and the importance of our shared history. So how did these early leaders shape the identity we cherish today? Here's something incredible about Japan's seismic activity. Japan is a fascinating archipelago located in Southeast Asia, consisting of over 6,800 islands. This unique geography isn't just visually stunning, it also drives intense geological activity. About 70% of Japan's land features mountains, many of which are towering volcanoes, approximately 200 of them. These majestic natural formations not only create Japan's breathtaking landscapes, but also pose risks due to potential eruptions. Additionally, Japan is situated in a seismically active region, resulting in around 1,500 earthquakes annually. These quakes can vary widely, from gentle tremors that barely disturb a cup of tea to significant shakes that can result in widespread damage. The relentless shifting of tectonic plates beneath the country contributes to its beauty and unpredictability. Remarkably, the people of Japan have demonstrated incredible resilience. Their architecture and cultural practices have evolved to thrive alongside these natural events. Whether admiring the serene beauty of Mount Fuji or navigating the vibrant streets of Tokyo, Japan reminds us that it is shaped by both stunning beauty and powerful forces of nature. Did you know British royals can't give autographs? This fascinating rule helps protect the integrity of the monarchy. The British royal family, including figures like King Charles III and Prince William, strictly adheres to this guideline to prevent any misuse of their signatures. Imagine the chaos that could ensue if anyone could easily obtain an autograph. The risk of forgery would dramatically increase, leading to potential scams or misrepresentation. By avoiding autographs altogether, the royals maintain a level of security and keep their signatures exclusive. The importance of this rule goes beyond just signatures. It symbolizes the careful measures the monarchy undertakes to safeguard its image and legacy. Royals often interact with the public in other engaging ways, such as shaking hands or taking photos, fostering a connection without putting themselves at risk. So next time you see a royal in action, remember, their signature is off limits, but their spirit of connection is very much alive. Ever thought about a zombie apocalypse preparation guide? The CDC may surprise you with its informative section dedicated to preparing for a zombie apocalypse. This fascinating feature isn't just about zombies. It highlights the agency's important emphasis on public readiness for all kinds of emergencies. By using the unlikely scenario of a zombie outbreak, the CDC engages people in a fun way to share vital safety tips. From creating emergency kits to developing family communication plans, this guide covers essentials that anyone can apply during various crises, whether it's a natural disaster or a public health emergency. The idea is to get people thinking and talking about preparedness seriously. So next time you think about surviving a zombie apocalypse, remember that the real goal is to stay ready for any unexpected event. Why not check it out and see how you can be prepared? Why does urethral cause such itchy rashes? Urushiol is the main culprit behind the itchy rashes that many people experience after coming into contact with poison ivy, oak, or sumac. This sticky oil, found in the leaves, stems, and roots, can trigger an allergic reaction in sensitive individuals. When urushiol touches your skin, it binds to your skin cells, prompting your immune system to overreact and cause inflammation. As a result, you might develop an uncomfortable rash full of red bumps and blisters. Interestingly, Not everyone reacts to urushiol. Some people might stroll through a patch of poison ivy without any problem, while others can develop a rash from just a tiny amount of the oil. The severity of the reaction also increases with repeated exposure, making it crucial to identify and avoid these plants. So, next time you're out hiking, keep an eye out for these sneaky plants. What happened in 1969 that changed a town forever? In that year, a large town was constructed in the region of Harlow, Essex, England, as part of a planned development to accommodate the growing population from nearby London. The idea was to create a new vibrant community that offered modern amenities, green spaces, and affordable housing. Harlow was designed with residents' needs in mind, featuring schools, parks, and shopping areas, all within easy reach. The planners aimed to make life better for those moving out of crowded urban areas. Interestingly, Harlow's design was inspired by forward-thinking ideas about modern living, including a layout that encouraged community interaction. This transformation was a significant milestone in urban planning during the 1960s, showing how towns could be built to foster quality of life. What do you think about such planned towns? This might surprise you: Australia's incredible wildlife and reefs. Australia is a treasure trove of amazing creatures and stunning natural wonders. With unique animals like kangaroos and koalas hopping around, it's no wonder the country is famous for its wildlife. Kangaroos, for instance, are the only large animals that can't walk backward. But that's just the beginning. The Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral reef system on the planet, stretches over an astonishing 1,400 miles along the northeastern coast. It's not just beautiful, it's a vibrant ecosystem bustling with life, including thousands of species of fish, coral, and even turtles. This breathtaking underwater world attracts divers and snorkelers from all over, eager to experience its colorful marine life. So if you're looking for an adventure filled with nature's wonders, Australia is a must-visit destination. Luxury at its finest, the $1.3 million Schumach perfume. Imagine a fragrance that costs an astounding $1.3 million per bottle. Schumach, the world's most expensive perfume, truly takes opulence to another level. What makes this perfume stand out? It's not just the scent, it's also decorated with diamonds and gold, making it a dazzling addition to any collector's showcase. Designed for those who embrace the extravagant side of life, Schumach isn't just a perfume, it's a statement. This lavish creation is crafted with the rarest ingredients, which enhances its allure and exclusivity. People who purchase such luxurious items often do so for status and prestige, and Schumach fits perfectly into this category. Imagine owning something so unique that it could ignite conversations. While most of us may never experience holding a bottle of Schumach, it certainly captures the imagination about what luxury means in the world of fragrance. Would you ever splurge on a perfume this extravagant? Here's a wild fact about eagle vision. Eagles and other birds of prey possess extraordinary eyesight that goes beyond what humans can see, extending into the ultraviolet UV spectrum. This unique ability helps them spot things that we might miss entirely. For instance, when they are hunting, eagles can see UV reflective substances, like the urine trails of small mammals, which glow under UV light. This gives them a significant advantage because it allows them to track their prey more effectively. Imagine being able to see a glowing pathway that leads you right to your dinner. With their keen vision, eagles can spot a tiny mouse from hundreds of feet in the air, making them one of nature's most efficient hunters. So next time you admire an eagle soaring overhead, remember just how much more they can see than we can. Isn't that amazing? Believe it or not, Tokyo's kitchens resemble swimming pools. This vibrant city has a fascinating way of making cooking a communal experience. Many kitchens are designed with open layouts, often incorporating large communal tables and even spacious areas where chefs and diners can interact freely. The design allows diverse culinary activities to happen simultaneously, much like the activity in a bustling swimming pool. Chefs can chat with guests while preparing meals, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. This unique kitchen environment encourages socializing, making cooking an engaging event rather than just a chore. In addition, The use of fresh ingredients from local markets ensures that every dish reflects Tokyo's rich culinary culture. So next time you think of cooking in Tokyo, imagine not just a meal, but a lively social event filled with laughter, stories, and delicious food. Are you aware of your unique walking pattern? Just like fingerprints, every person has a distinct way of walking. This unique gait is influenced by several factors, including weight, posture, speed, and any past injuries. For example, someone who has suffered an ankle injury might walk differently than they did before, adjusting their stride to avoid pain. Similarly, a person's weight can affect how their feet strike the ground, leading to variations in their walking rhythm. Posture plays a significant role too. Standing straight often results in a more balanced walk. Surprisingly, researchers can analyze these differences to identify individuals based on their walking patterns. This fascinating aspect of human movement not only highlights our individuality, but also opens doors for advancements in fields like forensic science and healthcare. Have you ever thought about how your walk says a lot about you? Prepare to be amazed by cosmic wonders. A giant cloud of gas in space known as the Lyman Alpha blob packs an astonishing mass, about 144 trillion times that of Earth's oceans. This mind-boggling mass is even more impressive considering it's estimated to be around 12 billion years old. This ancient gas cloud is crucial for astronomers studying the early universe, offering clues about how galaxies formed and evolved. As light from this blob traveled across the vastness of space for billions of years before reaching us, it helps scientists uncover secrets about the conditions that existed shortly after the Big Bang. The sheer scale of this gas cloud highlights the incredible diversity of objects found in our universe. So what more could we learn from this cosmic giant as we continue to explore the final frontier? Hard to believe, but firefly squid light up the ocean. The firefly squid, scientifically known as Watticinius cinellans, is truly a remarkable little creature. Measuring only about 3 inches long, this tiny squid is famous for its stunning bioluminescence, emitting a brilliant blue glow that can dazzle anyone lucky enough to witness it. This amazing light show is especially prominent during the mating season, where these squids use their glowing bodies to attract partners and communicate with each other. But it's not just for romance. This glow also helps them navigate the dark depths of the ocean, making it easier to find food and avoid predators. Imagine a whole underwater dance party where the vibrant lights of the firefly squids create a magical atmosphere. Whether you're a marine enthusiast or just curious about nature, the enchanting glow of the firefly squid is sure to ignite your imagination. Did you know about Disneyland's secret tribute tradition? Over the years, Disneyland, often dubbed the happiest place on Earth, has become the site of an unexpected and touching ritual. People spreading the ashes of their loved ones, especially in the Haunted Mansion. Although the park has strict policies prohibiting this practice, stories circulate about visitors discreetly honoring their deceased family members amid the eerie ambiance of the Haunted Mansion's ghostly decor. For many, this location holds cherished memories, making it a meaningful place to feel connected even after death. While official park employees are trained to manage such situations discreetly, they often remind guests to take their memories home instead. This blend of nostalgia and love adds another layer to Disneyland's enchanting atmosphere, raising the question, how far would you go to honor someone you loved? What if a green hat changed history during Prohibition? George Cassidy, famously known as the Man in the Green Hat, emerged as a surprising figure during the era of alcohol ban in the United States. Wearing his distinctive green fedora, Cassidy took it upon himself to secretly supply liquor to members of Congress right inside the Capitol building. His bold actions not only defied the laws of the time, but also highlighted the hypocrisy of lawmakers who publicly supported the alcohol ban while indulging behind closed doors. Cassidy's daring escapades drew attention from the public, sparking conversations about the reality of prohibition and the disconnect between legislation and personal behavior. His arrest served as a turning point, exposing the contradictions within the very system that sought to enforce such a moral directive. This prompted a shift in public opinion, ultimately contributing to the repeal of prohibition. George Cassidy may not have intended to become a symbol of resistance, but his green hat is now forever linked to a significant chapter in American history. Believe it or not, jellyfish can clone themselves. The Cassiopeia jellyfish, fondly nicknamed the upside-down jellyfish, has a mind-blowing ability to regenerate. If you cut it into pieces, each piece can grow into a fully formed jellyfish. This incredible process of natural cloning showcases the remarkable adaptability of these creatures. Instead of succumbing to injuries, the Cassiopeia jellyfish transforms damage into an opportunity for reproduction. With its bell-shaped body often resting on the ocean floor, this jellyfish has special cells called nematocysts that help it capture food and defend itself. Its unique cloning ability allows populations to thrive in various marine environments, making it a vital part of ecosystems. Scientists study this fascinating life cycle to understand more about regeneration and its potential applications in medicine. Isn't it amazing how nature works? What other surprising abilities do you think marine life has? Here's a wild fact about fortune cookies. Most people think these delightful treats are a staple of Chinese cuisine, but surprising as it may be, the fortune cookie actually originated in San Francisco. In the early 1900s, Chinese immigrants began crafting these crispy cookies filled with unique messages and fortunes, blending traditional Chinese customs with American tastes. The idea quickly caught on, turning into a popular dessert served in Chinese restaurants across the United States. While fortune cookies aren't commonly found in China, they've become a charming symbol of American Chinese dining. Ever wondered about the secrets hidden inside those little cookies? Each message can range from profound advice to playful jokes, adding an element of surprise to your meal. Next time you crack one open, take a moment to appreciate this quirky treat's unique journey from San Francisco to dinner tables around the world. Did you know Lego holds a secret vault? This hidden treasure trove is not just any storage. It houses nearly every Lego set ever produced. Located underground, the vault ensures that the history of this beloved toy brand is preserved for future generations. Imagine stepping into a space filled with colorful bricks, vintage collections, and sets that spark nostalgia for many enthusiasts. From the first classic sets to the latest themed creations, this vault captures the evolution of Lego and the imagination it has inspired worldwide. It's like walking through a time capsule, showcasing how the brand has grown and adapted over the years, appealing to kids and adults alike. Keeping these sets safe is crucial, as they serve not only as collectibles, but also as a reminder of the joy that building with Lego brings. What kind of magic do you think those bricks hold? What if I told you homesickness has a rich history? The term homesickness traces back to the 17th century when it described the feelings of Swiss mercenaries longing for home. These soldiers, often far from their families and familiar landscapes, experienced intense feelings of nostalgia and sadness. Initially thought to be a condition unique to the Swiss, it wasn't long before observations showed that many people, regardless of their background, felt this way when away from their loved ones. By the 19th century, medical professionals began recognizing homesickness as a universal condition affecting everyone from soldiers to sailors, students to travelers. It turns out that missing home can be a powerful emotional experience, reminding us just how much we cherish our roots. So the next time you feel a pang of nostalgia, remember you're not alone. This longing has its own story woven into our shared human experience. Ever thought about why the UK has so many tornadoes? Believe it or not, the United Kingdom experiences more tornadoes per square mile than any other country in the world. This might seem surprising given the UK's relatively small size. Most people associate tornadoes with the vast plains of the United States, particularly in an area known as Tornado Alley. However, the UK encounters around 30 to 50 tornadoes each year, though they are typically weaker than their American counterparts. The reason lies in its unique weather conditions. The warm, moist air from the Atlantic Ocean often clashes with cooler air from the polar regions. This creates unstable atmospheric conditions that can lead to tornado formation. Plus, the UK's varied landscape, with hills and valleys, can encourage turbulence, making it a perfect breeding ground for these swirling wonders. Isn't it fascinating how the UK stands out in something so unexpected? Ever thought about why chocolate is dangerous for dogs? Chocolate contains a toxin called theobromine, which is harmless to us but can be really dangerous for pets like dogs, cats, and horses. Humans metabolize theobromine pretty quickly, so eating a delicious chocolate bar is usually safe. However, our furry friends are not so lucky. They process this compound much more slowly. This means that even a small amount of chocolate can lead to serious health issues or even be fatal for them. Just imagine an average adult would need to consume around 22 pounds of dark chocolate in one sitting to experience the harmful effects of theobromine. Because of this difference, it's essential to keep chocolate well out of reach of pets. If you love your four-legged companions, it's wise to choose their treats carefully and stick to pet-friendly options. Always remember, what's a treat for you can be a danger for them. Surprising filming choice in The Shawshank Redemption. During the production of this iconic film, the American Humane Society raised an eyebrow at the use of a live maggot in one scene. This organization, dedicated to ensuring animal welfare in film and television productions, stepped in with concerns. Rather than compromising their artistic vision, the crew quickly found a solution by sourcing a maggot that had already died of natural causes. This choice highlights the delicate balance between creativity and ethical responsibility. The filmmakers wanted to portray a gritty prison environment authentically, but they also respected the guidelines that promote humane treatment of animals in entertainment. This behind-the-scenes decision adds an interesting layer to the film's legacy, showing that even in the pursuit of storytelling, compassion remains a priority. The maggot scene may seem like a small detail, yet it beautifully illustrates how cinematic choices can reflect deeper ethical considerations. Isn't it fascinating how even the smallest elements can stir discussions about ethics in film? Ever wondered how long a day on Neptune is? A day on this distant planet lasts about 16 hours, 6 minutes, and 36 seconds. That might surprise you when you think about how far Neptune is from the Sun. Despite being the furthest planet in our solar system, Neptune spins surprisingly fast on its axis. This rapid rotation creates strong winds and storms, some of the most powerful in the solar system. Imagine experiencing a whirlwind day where the sun sets and rises quickly compared to what we experience here on Earth. With its beautiful deep blue color, largely due to methane in its atmosphere, Neptune is a fascinating world full of mysteries yet to be uncovered. So while we enjoy our 24-hour days filled with activities, Neptune's swift rotation tells us a different story about how time can vary across the cosmos. Can you picture that? You might be shocked to learn that McLaren built a supercar. This impressive vehicle is actually a full-scale replica made from more than 340,000 Lego bricks, showcasing the perfect blend of engineering and creativity. Powered by nearly 800 electric motors, this unique model is not just a toy, it's a testament to what can be achieved when passion meets innovation. Each Lego piece contributes to a stunning assembly that mimics the design of one of McLaren's iconic cars, capturing every curve and detail. This endeavor highlights how modern technology and classic play can intertwine, sparking imaginations and inspiring future generations. Just imagine seeing a sleek sports car, built entirely from colorful plastic bricks zooming around. It's an exciting reminder that even the most serious engineering challenges can be approached with a playful spirit. How cool is it that we can turn childhood toys into incredible works of art and engineering? Did you know that cave walls were ancient art galleries? Thousands of years ago, our prehistoric ancestors used cave walls to express their stories and emotions through vibrant paintings. These early artists depicted animals they hunted, handprints that marked their presence, and even scenes from their daily lives. Places like Lascaux in France showcase elaborate murals that tell us about the world they lived in and their relationship with nature. This remarkable form of art reveals a deep human desire to communicate and share experiences. Long before written language existed, imagine wandering through these dark caves, feeling the thrill of connecting with lives lived long ago. Each brushstroke carries meaning, inviting us to understand the hopes, fears, and dreams of ancient peoples. These artworks remind us of a universal trait we still share today: the drive to create and document our experiences. What stories could our own modern art tell future generations? This might surprise you. Astronauts use pens in space. While you might think a regular pencil would work just fine for writing in zero gravity, NASA and Russian space programs actually chose specialized pens for a very important reason. Pencils might seem like a simple choice, but the graphite inside them can break off and create tiny particles. In the close quarters of a spacecraft, these particles could cause dangerous short circuits in the sensitive electronics. Instead, astronauts use pens that are designed to work in the challenging environment of outer space. These pens have been around since the Apollo missions and are still in use on the International Space Station today. They perform well in extreme temperatures and are pressurized, making them reliable for writing upside down or in other tricky orientations. So next time you see an astronaut scribbling a note, remember that they wield a special tool that keeps their world safe. Have you ever wondered why banana peels are amazing? New research from Brazil reveals that these everyday scraps can serve as effective water filters. Scientists discovered that banana peels contain natural compounds capable of removing harmful heavy metals like copper and lead from polluted water. In fact, in their studies, banana peels outperformed many traditional filtering materials, showcasing a surprising yet eco-friendly solution to a serious problem. This discovery highlights not just the versatility of banana peels, but also their potential in addressing water contamination issues, especially in developing regions. Instead of throwing them away, we might soon consider utilizing banana peels in innovative ways. The implications for environmental sustainability and public health are exciting, leading us to ask, could banana peels become a common tool in water purification? Have you ever wondered about Sputnik's groundbreaking journey? On October 4, 1957, history was made when the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the world's first artificial satellite. Weighing about 184 pounds, Sputnik was a simple metal sphere with 4 long antennas and a beeping radio transmitter. This small but mighty satellite orbited Earth every 90 minutes, sending out radio signals that could be detected by anyone with the right equipment. Its launch marked the beginning of the space age and sparked a fierce space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. For many, Sputnik represented not just technological achievement, but also a shift in the way nations viewed space exploration. Imagine the surprise and curiosity it ignited among people worldwide as they pondered what else lay beyond our planet. The satellite remained in orbit for 3 months before re-entering Earth's atmosphere, but its legacy continued to inspire scientists and dreamers alike. How did Sputnik's journey influence modern space technology? Here's a wild fact about dark chocolate. A large study found that individuals who consume dark chocolate are less likely to experience depression. Researchers believe this delicious treat holds some surprising secrets. Dark chocolate is rich in compounds called flavonoids, which can boost mood by helping the brain release feel-good chemicals like serotonin. Enjoying a small piece of dark chocolate not only satisfies your sweet tooth, but might also improve your overall mental health. Furthermore, the antioxidants in dark chocolate can combat stress, which is a major contributor to depression. Imagine indulging in a tasty dessert that could help lift your spirits. Of course, moderation is key since chocolate is calorie-dense, and enjoying too much can lead to other health issues. The good news is that a little bit goes a long way, so you don't have to feel guilty about treating yourself. Next time you're feeling down, consider reaching for a dark chocolate bar. Your mood might just thank you. Are you ready to dive into this chocolatey solution? Hormonal contraceptives. Do they affect your mood? Scientists recently discovered that the effects of hormonal contraceptives on emotional well-being are far from straightforward. These medications provide a convenient way for individuals to manage reproductive health, but their influence on mood is a topic still under investigation. Some studies suggest that hormonal changes caused by contraceptives can lead to shifts in emotional states, including anxiety and depression. However, the reactions vary widely between individuals. While some report feeling more balanced and stable, others experience emotional fluctuations that concern them. This complexity indicates the need for more research to clarify how different hormones impact mental health. As we explore these connections, it's vital for users to stay informed and discuss any emotional changes with healthcare providers to ensure that their contraceptive choice supports both their physical health and emotional well-being. Unbelievable but true, superheroes can save families. Superheroes captivate our imagination, and none is more iconic than Spider-Man. With his incredible strength and web-slinging abilities, Spider-Man isn't just a symbol of power, he embodies the responsibility of protecting those we love. Stories of his adventures remind us that he often battles villains in the name of family, showcasing the powerful theme of love and sacrifice that runs through superhero tales. These heroic figures inspire us to think about the importance of safeguarding our own families. By fighting off evil, they teach us that sometimes standing up for our loved ones means being brave in the face of danger. As we watch Spider-Man swing through the city skyline, we are reminded of what it means to be a protector. They may wear capes and masks, but their real superpower lies in their unwavering dedication to family. So the next time you cheer for your favorite superhero, remember their mission. It's about more than just saving the day. It's about uniting families and spreading hope. What family values do you think superheroes represent? Here's a wild fact about the first automobile. The Benz patent Motorwagen No. 3, crafted by Carl Benz in 1886, is celebrated as the oldest automobile still running today. This remarkable three-wheeled vehicle is not just a historical relic, it holds the title of the world's first gasoline-powered car. Imagine what it must have been like to drive this innovative machine over 130 years ago. When most were still relying on horses for transportation, Benz's creation paved the way for modern automobiles. Today, you can see this groundbreaking vehicle in action at the Mercedes-Benz Museum in Germany, where it stands as a symbol of ingenuity and progress in engineering. The motor wagon represents a crucial turning point in human history, showcasing how a single invention can transform society. If you ever get the chance to visit the museum, don't miss the opportunity to marvel at this piece of history. Can you even fathom the excitement of being one of the first people to drive a car? Hard to believe, but dentists invented cotton candy. In 1897, a dentist named William Morrison teamed up with a confectioner named John C. Wharton to create the first cotton candy machine. They aimed to make a sweet treat that would appeal to children. And boy, did they succeed. By using a spinning mechanism to heat and liquefy sugar, they produced a fluffy, cloud-like confection that was most likely called fairy floss at the time. This delicious treat made its big debut at the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis, where it wowed crowds and quickly became a favorite. Today, cotton candy is synonymous with amusement parks and carnivals, melting in your mouth with each sugary bite. Who would have thought that a dentist, normally associated with cleanings and cavities, could create such a delightful snack? Next time you enjoy this treat, remember its unique and surprising origin. Why did St. Lawrence become the patron of cooks? During the persecution of Christians in ancient Rome, St. Lawrence faced a grisly fate when he was roasted on a gridiron by the prefect. Amidst this horrifying moment, legend has it that he maintained his wit and humor by famously quipping, "I'm well done on this side, turn me over." This bold remark not only showcased his incredible spirit, but also secured his place in history as a symbol of resilience and humor in the face of adversity. Because of this enduring legacy, St. Lawrence became the patron saint of cooks, chefs, and even comedians. His story captures the essence of finding light in the darkest times, reminding us that laughter can arise even in the most challenging situations. Today, many chefs and food lovers honor him by sharing meals and a good laugh, keeping his spirit alive in kitchens around the world. So the next time you enjoy a delicious meal, remember the remarkable St. Lawrence and his unforgettable humor. Here's something incredible about rogue planets. These mysterious celestial bodies drift through the Milky Way without the guidance of any star. Rogue planets either get kicked out from their original solar systems or form far away from any star's gravitational pull. Imagine that there could be more rogue planets in our galaxy than there are stars. An astonishing thought. Because they don't have a star to light them up, these free-floating planets are often tough to spot, hiding in the vast darkness of space. Scientists believe that they might not even have the warmth or energy that planets like Earth enjoy, creating a chilling environment. Picture a lonely ball of rock or gas wandering through the cosmos, possibly holding secrets about the universe's formation. With technologies advancing, astronomers are developing new ways to find and study these elusive wanderers, which could change our understanding of planetary systems and the makeup of the galaxy. What are rogue planets telling us about the vast universe around us? Is it really true that tongue sizes differ by gender? A fascinating study by the University of Edinburgh reveals that the average male tongue measures approximately 3.3 inches, while the average female tongue comes in at around 3.1 inches. While the differences in length are minor, this finding is a fun reminder of the unique variations in human anatomy. It's interesting to consider how such small distinctions can exist in our bodies, even if tongue length doesn't carry much medical significance. Our tongues are vital for many everyday functions like speaking and tasting, yet few people think about their size. This study opens up conversations about other anatomical differences we might not be aware of. Why do such differences exist, and what do they tell us about human biology? It's a striking example of how diverse we all are, right down to the very muscles in our mouths. Air taxis are here. Have you heard of Pop-Up Next? This innovative concept, born from a collaboration between Airbus and Audi, imagines a future where getting around is as easy as hopping into a self-flying vehicle. The Pop-Up Next blends cutting-edge aviation with land transport, offering a seamless travel experience. Picture this. You arrive at your destination by car, and when it's time to fly, your vehicle transforms into an air taxi above the crowded streets. This autonomous vehicle is designed to alleviate traffic woes while significantly reducing travel times. While it may sound like a scene from a sci-fi movie, the technology behind Pop-Up Next works by integrating electric vertical takeoff and landing capabilities, which means it can lift off and land in confined spaces. Plus, with Audi's automotive expertise, the design prioritizes comfort and user-friendly interfaces, making it appealing to future urban travelers. As cities continue to grow, could air taxis like Pop-Up Next revolutionize the way we travel? What if I told you dragonflies can zoom at 34 mm per hour? These fascinating insects are not just pretty to look at, they boast some of the best flying abilities in the animal kingdom. With 4 wings that operate independently, dragonflies can perform incredible aerial maneuvers, darting in any direction with ease. Imagine soaring through the air, capable of instant changes in speed and direction. This is just a regular day for a dragonfly. Their unique wing structure allows them to hover in place, fly backward, and even make sharp turns to catch prey mid-flight. Unlike many other insects, dragonflies can accelerate quickly and reach impressive speeds of 34 miles per hour, 55 kilometers per hour, making them agile hunters. So the next time you see a dragonfly buzzing around, remember that it's not just a delicate creature, it's an aviation expert of the natural world. This might surprise you, how to disappear completely. This intriguing handbook dives into the fascinating idea of vanishing off the grid, exploring methods like faking one's death and creating a completely new identity. While some advice may feel a bit old-fashioned in our digital world, it provides a captivating look at what it means to truly disappear. Written with a dash of humor, the author even manages to misspell disappear multiple times, adding a quirky charm to the book. With technology tracking us everywhere we go, the concept of escaping modern life is both thrilling and a touch nostalgic. Imagine living without an online presence or social media oversharing. This book doesn't just present practical tips. It taps into our desire for freedom and adventure, sparking creativity and perhaps a little mischief in our minds. In a society constantly buzzing with information, do you think it's still possible to truly vanish and live under the radar? What would it take for you to consider a fresh start? Guess what really drives this unique collection in Japan? There's a fascinating man in Japan who has turned his passion into an extraordinary lifestyle. For decades, he has dedicated his time to collecting and dressing women's mannequins, going above and beyond to treat them as cherished companions. This man spends hours selecting the perfect outfits, ensuring that each mannequin reflects a distinct personality. He often takes them for walks around his neighborhood, attracting curious glances and smiles from passers-by. His motivation stems from a deep appreciation for beauty and companionship, which he finds in these lifelike figures. Each mannequin becomes a friend, and their outings serve as a playful reminder that joy can come from unexpected sources. People who see him in action often leave with a sense of wonder and inspiration, highlighting how creativity and connection can take unique forms. Isn't it amazing how one person's passion can bring so much joy to both himself and others? Did you know airbags save thousands of lives each year? Since their debut in the late 1980s, airbags have prevented over 1,500 fatalities annually, showcasing their critical role in car safety. When a collision occurs, these life-saving devices deploy in mere milliseconds, providing a protective cushion that softens the impact for passengers inside the vehicle. Modern airbags are equipped with cutting-edge sensors that detect the severity of a crash and adjust the inflation accordingly, tailoring the safety response to the needs of different passengers based on their size. This is particularly important to ensure that children and smaller adults receive optimal protection during an accident. Innovations have also introduced side curtain and knee airbags, which add extra layers of safety during side impact crashes. The ongoing advancements in airbag technology mirror the continuous improvements in automotive engineering, all aimed at making our roads safer. With each upgrade, we get closer to reducing traffic-related injuries even further. But wouldn't it be amazing if we could eliminate them altogether? Imagine floating across the ocean in a barrel. In 2019, a remarkable 72-year-old Frenchman named Jean-Jacques Savin embarked on an extraordinary adventure, spending 122 days adrift in a barrel. His journey took him across the Atlantic Ocean, using only the ocean currents to guide his path. Savin's barrel, designed for safety and comfort, became his home while he marveled at the ever-changing sea around him. During his adventure, he managed to fish, observe sea life, and reflect on life's wonders, proving that age is just a number when it comes to pursuing your dreams. This daring escapade began in Portugal, and after weeks of floating, he finally reached the Caribbean. Savin's story is a testament to the spirit of adventure and human resilience, showing that even in our golden years, we can chase adventure in the most unexpected ways. Next time you think about limitations, remember Jean-Jacques and his incredible barrel journey. What adventure will you pursue? Have you ever wondered why fish can look sad? The Argyropelacus, often called the world's saddest-looking fish, has a face that could melt the heart of even the toughest observer. With its droopy eyes and downturned mouth, this unique fish seems to wear a permanent frown, evoking a somber aura that immediately stirs feelings of empathy. Found in the deep oceans, the Argyropelacus has adapted to its environment in curious ways, and its melancholic appearance may serve a purpose beyond just looking forlorn. Some researchers suggest that its sad look helps it blend into the gloomy depths of the ocean, making it less visible to predators. The ocean can be a hard place for many creatures, and it seems this fish has found a unique survival strategy. Watching this fish swim quietly through the water can make you wonder about the emotions of animals in general. Do they feel sadness or joy just like we do? As you ponder this question, you might find yourself captivated by the intriguing life of the Argyropelacus. Imagine waking up with 9 million others every day. This incredible number reflects the vast, interconnected web of lives that fills our planet. Every day as the sun rises, approximately 9 million people start their routines, from bustling cities to quiet rural areas, each with unique stories and experiences. Think about how many people are commuting to work, students heading to class, or families sharing breakfast. This daily awakening forms a global megacity where cultures blend and lives intersect. Every person's actions create ripples that reach far beyond their immediate surroundings. A chef in Paris might be influenced by a dish from Tokyo, while a scientist in Nairobi can collaborate with engineers in San Francisco. This interconnectedness highlights how each day's activities contribute to a vibrant tapestry of human existence. Our shared experiences remind us that no matter where we are in the world, we're all part of a larger story. So have you ever considered how your daily choices impact others across the globe? You won't believe this about the human jaw. It can exert a powerful bite force, between 120 and 160 pounds per square inch, strong enough to crush bone. This impressive strength means that a human could bite through a finger as easily as munching on a carrot, yet most people never consider doing such a thing. Why? Psychological barriers and our natural instincts play a huge role. We know it's wrong and harmful, so we don't act on that potential, even if we technically could. This jaw strength has found its way into horror stories and zombie fiction, often exaggerating humanity's dark side. However, in reality, this force is more about survival and eating rather than aggression. It's fascinating to think about our anatomy. While our jaws are built for power, they also remind us of our moral choices. So next time you bite into something crunchy, appreciate those strong jaws, but remember their true purpose. Can you believe bird bones are denser than ours? This surprising fact stems from the unique adaptations birds have developed for flight. While they may appear lightweight and fragile, their bones are packed with a denser structure compared to mammal bones. This high density helps them maintain structural strength while minimizing excess weight. Imagine trying to soar through the skies with heavy bones. Instead, birds have evolved a system where their bones stay strong but light enough to support their incredible agility. This density also allows them to withstand the forces of flight, enabling them to dive, glide, and maneuver through the air with precision. So the next time you watch a bird take off, remember that beneath their feathers lies a skeletal system perfectly designed for the skies. It's a remarkable blend of strength and lightness that sets birds apart in the animal kingdom. Thanks to these specialized bones, they are able to perform stunning aerial feats that many mammals couldn't even dream of. How cool is that? Netflix's secret to early success without marketing? In the beginning, Netflix took a bold step by spending absolutely nothing on advertising its DVD rental service. Surprisingly, this strategy worked like a charm, drawing in over 6 million subscribers. Early adopters loved the convenience Netflix offered, allowing them to rent movies from home without late fees or crowded video store aisles. Instead of traditional marketing, the company relied on word of mouth and customer satisfaction to spread the news. This organic growth paved the way for Netflix to evolve into the streaming giant we know today. It's a classic example of how a groundbreaking idea, delivered at the right time, can flourish even without a hefty budget. So if you've ever wondered how innovation can thrive on creativity and customer love rather than big spending, Netflix might just be the perfect case study. Perfectionism can be a double-edged sword. Many successful individuals often chase the ideal version of themselves, battling with the constant pressure to be flawless. This quest for perfection can lead to incredible achievements, but it also opens the door to a struggle with self-acceptance. Instead of celebrating their successes, they may feel dissatisfied, constantly comparing themselves to an unattainable standard. This phenomenon is prevalent in our modern society, where social media amplifies the idea of perfection, making it easy to overlook our own accomplishments. Researchers show that this mindset can lead to anxiety and low self-esteem, turning achievements into sources of stress rather than joy. Recognizing this pattern is the first step towards embracing our imperfections and understanding that being perfectly human is more valuable than striving for an unattainable ideal. How do we redefine success in a world obsessed with perfection? Can you hear the fearsome sound of the carnyx? This incredible wind instrument, crafted from bronze, was used by the Celts during the Iron Age to instill a sense of dread among their enemies on the battlefield. Imagine soldiers marching into battle, the haunting tones of the carnyx echoing through the air, causing fear and panic in the opposing ranks. This unique instrument has a long, fascinating history, and in 1993, a team of archaeologists and musicologists set out to bring its terrifying sound back to life. Through meticulous research and reconstruction, they were able to recreate the carnyx, allowing us to experience how it was once played. The sound is unlike any modern instrument, with a deep, resonating quality that can send shivers down your spine. It's not just about the music, it's a glimpse into the past, showcasing how sound was used as a weapon of war. Today, musicians and historians alike celebrate this remarkable piece of history, reminding us of the powerful connection between sound and emotion. Isn't it amazing how a simple instrument can carry so much history? Let's uncover the truth about amazing random facts. Did you know there are 77 special random facts out there that can surprise and enlighten you? These intriguing pieces of information span a variety of topics, from quirky animal behaviors to mind-boggling scientific phenomena. For instance, did you know octopuses have 3 hearts? 2 pump blood to the gills, while the third pumps it to the rest of the body? Such unique facts serve not only to amuse, but also to expand our understanding of the world around us. Each random fact can spark curiosity and inspire questions, leading us to learn even more. Whether you love trivia nights or simply enjoy cool facts to share, these gems can be great conversation starters. So are you ready to dive into the world of random knowledge and impress your friends? Guess what really drives our love for Z? The letter Z holds the title of the least frequently used letter in written English. This might surprise you, but it turns out that Z appears more often in American English than in British English. Why is that? It all comes down to differences in spelling. For example, words like realize and organize in American English use Z'd, while their British counterparts prefer the letter S, spelling them as realize and organize. This quirky distinction makes the letter Z a bit of an outsider in the English language, but it also adds to the richness and diversity of language itself. Despite its rarity, Z pops up in some fun and memorable words like buzz and fizz, highlighting its unique contribution to the language. So next time you spot a Z in a text, remember that it's a rare gem worth noticing. Meet the South Korean exoskeleton that transforms mobility. This innovative device is changing the game for individuals who struggle with walking or climbing stairs. Designed to assist those with physical disabilities, the exoskeleton allows users to move with minimal fatigue, making daily tasks much more manageable. Powered by a rechargeable battery that lasts up to 4 hours, it is not only useful in homes, but also finds applications in factories and medical rehabilitation centers. Imagine the freedom it brings to someone who has been physically limited. No more relying solely on wheelchairs or assistance. The technology behind this exoskeleton means that with each step, users can regain a sense of independence and confidence. It's a blend of robotics and compassion, showcasing how advanced engineering can address real-world challenges. As this technology evolves, it opens the door to even more possibilities for enhancing mobility and improving quality of life. How might these advancements shape the future of rehabilitation and accessibility? Did you know Mendeleev designed the periodic table in 1869? This innovative scientist, Dmitry Mendeleev, cleverly organized elements based on their properties, which was groundbreaking for its time. By grouping similar elements together, he created a clear and useful guide that helped chemists understand how different substances interacted with one another. Mendeleev even predicted the existence of undiscovered elements, confidently leaving gaps in his table for them, based on trends he noticed in the properties of elements around those spaces. Fast forward to today, and the periodic table remains an essential tool in chemistry, showcasing over 100 elements. Each element is listed with its atomic number, symbol, and a host of unique properties. Imagine the excitement when new elements are discovered or synthesized, expanding this scientific map. Mendeleev's original work laid the essential groundwork for how we study and interact with elements in nature, making chemistry not only fascinating, but also crucial for innovations in various fields, from medicine to engineering. How cool is it that one person's insight could change science forever? Ever seen a lizard sprint and then stop? It turns out that most lizards can't breathe and run at the same time. This fascinating fact is due to the unique way these reptiles are built. They use the same chest muscles for running and breathing. When a lizard dashes after prey or escapes a threat, It engages those muscles to power its legs. However, this means they can't take deep breaths while sprinting, leading to fatigue after just a short burst of speed. Imagine trying to run full speed while holding your breath. As a result, lizards often have to slow down or pause to catch their breath. Despite this limitation, many lizards have evolved impressive escaping techniques and quick bursts of speed to evade predators. This balance between running and breathing shows how animals adapt in the wild, even if it means moving in short, energetic spurts. Next time you spot a lizard darting across a rock, remember how its body's working hard to keep up with the chase? Have you ever visited a poison garden before? This intriguing attraction in England is home to over 100 species of poisonous and narcotic plants, creating a strangely beautiful but perilous experience for adventurous visitors. While exploring this garden, guests must be accompanied by a guide, as many plants can pose serious health risks. Some areas even have air that can be toxic, highlighting just how dangerous these plants can be. Imagine standing face-to-face with deadly nightshade or opium poppies. The garden serves as a fascinating reminder of nature's power, showcasing the fine line between beauty and danger. Many of these plants have a rich history, having been used in medicine and folklore, which adds to the allure. Still, one must tread carefully, as the temptation to touch or smell the flora can lead to unintended consequences. The poison garden not only captures the imagination, but also educates visitors about the importance of respecting nature's mysteries. Are you ready to learn about these captivating yet hazardous plants? This might surprise you. Al Gore's documentary faces school bans, meaning schools can't show it unless certain problematic passages are removed. The British authorities raised concerns that some content may not be appropriate for younger audiences. Documentaries can spark vital discussions about important issues like climate change, but they must be carefully curated to ensure they are suitable for classrooms. Educators often seek materials that align with educational standards and ensure a safe learning environment. This decision highlights the ongoing debate about what content is deemed acceptable in educational settings. As we navigate the balance between educating students and protecting them from controversial themes, questions arise. Should schools have more freedom to choose documentaries, or should all materials go through strict vetting processes? Believe it or not, Star Wars debuted on just 32 screens. When the original Star Wars film premiered in 1977, it did so in a rather unconventional way. Instead of flooding theaters nationwide, the strategy was to release it on only 32 screens across the United States. This was a clever move by 20th Century Fox, designed to create buzz and intrigue. As fans flocked to the limited showings, word of mouth began to spread like wildfire. The excitement grew as audiences experienced the groundbreaking special effects and captivating story. Soon, lines formed outside theaters, leading to a surge in ticket sales and a wider release. This slow buildup not only allowed the film to gain an enthusiastic following, but also set it up as a cultural phenomenon that would shape the future of cinema. By the time Star Wars expanded to more theaters, it had already proved itself a must-see movie, ultimately launching one of the most beloved franchises in film history. Can you imagine if it had opened everywhere at once? Prepare to be amazed by corn's surprising classification. Did you know that from a botanical perspective, corn is actually considered a fruit? That's right. Corn is classified as a caryopsis, which is a type of grain. Each kernel of corn serves as a seed, and these kernels are nestled within the cob, which is the actual fruit. It's fascinating to think of corn not just as a vegetable that we grill at barbecues or munch on in salads, but as a vital part of the fruit family. Caryopsis grains are unique because their seed coat is fused with the fruit wall, making them quite different from other fruits we might be more familiar with, like apples or peaches. So the next time you bite into a sweet ear of corn, remember you're enjoying a fruit packed with nutrition, flavor, and a whole lot of surprises. Ever thought about why farmers used animal bladders? In medieval times, the resourcefulness of farmers was truly remarkable, especially when it came to irrigation. Instead of relying on modern plastic or metal containers, these clever farmers utilized dried animal bladders, like those from pigs, as makeshift water storage devices. Imagine walking through fields and discovering these unique containers, carefully filled with water to keep crops hydrated. This practice not only showcased their ingenuity, but also highlighted a deep understanding of the natural resources available to them. Farmers needed reliable ways to water their crops, especially during dry spells, so they maximized what they had on hand. Using animal bladders, they found a solution that was both practical and efficient. Today, we can appreciate just how innovative these medieval farmers truly were, turning even the most unexpected materials into essential tools for survival. Ever wondered why our lungs are different sizes? The left lung is about 10% smaller than the right lung, and this fascinating difference is not just a random quirk of nature. It has to do with the space needed for the heart, which rests slightly to the left in our chest. This area is known as the cardiac notch, a little groove that allows the heart to fit snugly alongside the left lung. As a result of this unique adaptation, the right lung has 3 lobes, while the left has only 2. One of the right lung's lobes is also larger, making it better suited to handle a bit more of our breathing workload. This clever design highlights how our bodies have evolved to accommodate vital organs, maximizing efficiency while ensuring everything fits perfectly. Isn't it amazing how nature organizes our anatomy? Hard to believe, but paper money started in China. This revolutionary idea first appeared during the Tang Dynasty in the 7th century. Interestingly, it wasn't made from regular paper, but rather from the fibers of mulberry bark, which made it lightweight and easy to carry. Before paper money, people relied heavily on coins, which could be quite cumbersome and heavy. The introduction of this new currency made it simpler for merchants to conduct trades, boosting commerce significantly. Imagine how difficult it must have been to carry around a bag full of coins for your daily transactions. Not only did this innovative form of money make trading smoother, but it also paved the way for modern banking systems. Today, almost everyone uses paper money or digital currencies, tracing back to that ancient innovation in China. So next time you reach for cash, remember its fascinating history. Discover the secrets of medieval feudalism. Feudalism was a fascinating system that shaped life in the Middle Ages. In this structure, kings granted land to nobles, who in return pledged loyalty and military support. This relationship formed a tight bond where loyalty was paramount. Noblemen, in turn, provided protection and land to vassals and peasants working the land. Imagine a giant family tree where everyone had a role and responsibilities. This hierarchical web not only governed land ownership but also influenced laws and daily activities. For peasants, life was challenging. They worked hard in fields but relied on their lords for safety and support. While it sounds complex, feudalism created a sense of order in a chaotic time. Its legacy still influences our understanding of governance and community today. How did this system impact the way we live now? Hard to believe, but Coolidge had a strange breakfast ritual. President Calvin Coolidge, the 30th President of the United States, had a quirky way of starting his day that left many folks puzzled. Every morning, while enjoying his breakfast, he would sit calmly and have Vaseline rubbed onto his bald head. This unusual habit became a notable part of his daily routine, an eccentricity that reflected his character. Coolidge particularly enjoyed a simple breakfast, often opting for oatmeal and fruit. But the ritual with Vaseline added a touch of peculiarity. Some say he believed the ointment helped keep his scalp healthy and shiny, while others speculate it was merely a unique personal quirk. Regardless of the reason behind it, this strange breakfast combination certainly contributed to Coolidge's reputation as one of the more unconventional leaders in American history. What other odd habits have you heard about famous figures? Ever wondered why lobsters pee from their eyes? This surprising feature is one of the fascinating quirks of lobster biology. Lobsters possess specialized openings located just under their eyes that allow them to release urine, a process crucial for both excretion and communication. When lobsters engage in fights or court potential mates, they send out chemical signals through their urine. These chemicals act like messages, letting other lobsters know if they're feeling aggressive or ready to mate. Imagine getting your message across by peeing. This unique adaptation helps lobsters establish dominance in their territory and attract partners. So the next time you see a lobster, Remember that its bathroom habits are not just about waste, but they're also part of a highly specific and clever way to interact with other lobsters in their underwater world. Isn't nature impressive? Step inside Winnie the Pooh's magical home. Airbnb has teamed up with the original illustrator to recreate the iconic house of our favorite bear in Ashdown Forest, England. This charming replica offers fans a unique chance to experience the world of Pooh and his friends just as they imagined it. With cozy nooks and whimsical decor, every corner of the house echoes the warmth and adventure of the honey-loving bear's stories. Visitors can explore the lush surroundings where Pooh and Piglet roamed, offering a truly immersive adventure. Whether you're a lifelong fan or just curious, this enchanting getaway promises delightful moments filled with nostalgia. Imagine sipping tea in the very spot where Pooh pondered his next snack. So gather your friends or family and dive into the world of whimsical tales. What could be more fun? Have you ever wondered why speaking is so complex? Speaking uses about 100 muscles in your chest, neck, jaw, tongue, and lips. This shows just how much physical effort goes into verbal communication. When you talk, your brain coordinates all these muscles to produce sounds and form words, making it look effortless. Each muscle plays a specific role. For instance, your tongue helps in shaping sounds, while your lips are crucial for pronunciation. The chest muscles assist with your breath control, allowing you to project your voice clearly. Because of this intricate dance of muscles and coordination, speaking well is a skill that can take time to develop. Did you know that even minor adjustments in muscle movements can change the tone or meaning of what you say? It's fascinating to realize how actively engaged our bodies are when we chat, tell stories, or express emotions. Next time you hold a conversation, think about all those muscles working together to express your thoughts. Isn't it amazing how much goes into something we often take for granted? What if I told you Dakota has no voter registration? In a surprising twist, Dakota is the only state in the United States where citizens can step into the voting booth without registering beforehand. This unique setup makes it incredibly easy for residents to cast their votes, encouraging more people to participate in the democratic process. Imagine being able to head to the polls on Election Day, showing your ID, and voting right then and there. This simple system not only facilitates greater access to voting, but also aims to reduce barriers that might discourage participation, such as complicated registration processes. It opens the door for individuals who may have missed deadlines or those who have moved recently. By eliminating registration requirements, Dakota showcases a refreshing take on voter accessibility. Do you think more states should adopt this approach to empower their citizens to engage in elections? Did you know vanilla comes from a unique orchid? This delightful flavor, commonly found in ice cream and desserts, originates from the only fruit-producing orchid in the world, called Vanilla planifolia. Native to central Mexico, this fascinating plant requires specific conditions to thrive. It grows as a climbing vine, reaching heights of up to 30 feet. The vanilla flower blooms only for a single day, and pollination must occur quickly, usually with the help of local insects or manual intervention. After pollination, the fruit takes several months to mature into the vanilla beans we know and love. Harvesting is a labor-intensive process, as each bean is hand-picked when ripe and then subjected to a lengthy curing process that can take months. The result? The rich, aromatic quality of vanilla that we savor in so many foods. Isn't it incredible that such a beloved flavor has such a complex journey from flower to dessert? Can 50 million balloons really lift a house? You might think it sounds like a scene straight out of the animated movie Up, but the idea isn't entirely far-fetched. To actually lift a typical house with helium-filled balloons, you would need around 50 million of them. Helium is lighter than air, and that's what makes balloons float. However, lifting something as heavy as a house requires an incredible amount of lift. For instance, a standard party balloon can lift about 14 grams. If you multiply that by the number of balloons needed, it showcases the sheer scale of this whimsical idea. Imagine a stunning, colorful cloud of balloons lifting a cozy home, just like in the movie, floating over breathtaking landscapes like those found on Diamond Beach in Iceland. While it's fun to dream about, the logistics and safety of such a flight would be quite complicated, wouldn't it? Did you know both sides of your brain work together? Many people believe in the idea of left brain versus right brain dominance, thinking that creativity and logic are split between the two halves. However, this is a misconception. In reality, both hemispheres of your brain, the left and the right, collaborate closely to process information and solve problems. For instance, while the left hemisphere is often associated with logical reasoning and analytical tasks, the right hemisphere takes on spatial awareness and creativity. Yet, when you engage in activities like playing a musical instrument or solving a puzzle, both sides join forces seamlessly. This teamwork showcases just how complex and integrated our brains really are. In everyday life, whether you're deciding what to wear or planning a vacation, your brain is busy working in harmony, blending logic and creativity. So next time you hear about left brain or right brain dominance, remember that your brain is much more about collaboration than division. Did you know chickens rely on their beaks for more than food? Chickens utilize their beaks in fascinating ways. When it comes to eating, they use their strong, curved beaks to pound and break down food into bite-sized pieces. This helps them digest their meals more easily. But their beaks aren't just tools for eating. They also play a crucial role in how chickens interact with their environment. Chickens have a remarkable sense of touch in their beaks, which allows them to sense texture and temperature. This sensory ability helps them forage for food, as they can feel around in the dirt and sand to find seeds, insects, and other tasty treats. So, the next time you see a chicken pecking at the ground, remember that their beaks are more than just eating tools. They're essential for exploring and understanding their world. Did you know Frank Zappa had a son named Dweezil? When Frank Zappa's son was born, the nurse was taken aback and refused to register the name Dweezil right away. This led to a quirky turn of events where Zappa suggested a bunch of different musicians' names to get his son officially registered. Some of those wild options reflected Zappa's own love for music and creativity. However, at just 5 years old, Dweezil made it clear that he wanted his unique name on the birth certificate. With the support of his parents, they filed for a legal name change. Now Dweezil not only wears his name with pride, but also follows in his father's musical footsteps, becoming a talented musician in his own right. Isn't it fascinating how a name can tell a story about identity and family? Is it really true that Ryan Koji made millions? In an astonishing feat, Ryan Koji raked in over $30 million in just 1 year. This incredible amount comes from his popular YouTube channel, where he shares engaging content loved by millions of fans. But that's not all. Ryan also earns from various product lines and sponsorship deals with big brands eager to reach his audience. Being one of the wealthiest young content creators, he showcases how creating fun, family-friendly videos can lead to serious financial success. Audiences tune in not only for the entertainment, but also for the vibrant personality Ryan brings to his content. His journey illustrates the power of social media, where talent and business savvy can combine to create a digital empire. With this impressive income, many are curious. What's next for Ryan Koji and his ever-growing platform? Can you imagine that sand tiger sharks eat their siblings? This astounding fact reveals the fierce competition that takes place even before these sharks are born. Inside the womb of a female sand tiger shark, embryos engage in a brutal fight for survival. The strongest embryo, often referred to as the dominant one, has a shocking strategy. It will consume its weaker siblings, ensuring that only the strongest is born. This process, known as intrauterine cannibalism, showcases the harsh realities of life in the animal kingdom. It might sound brutal, but it's nature's way of making sure the fittest survive. By the time they're born, the lucky few have already faced fierce challenges, giving them an advantage in the wild. This behavior exemplifies the lengths to which some species will go to thrive and highlights the complex and often harsh realities of evolution. The northernmost city in the world awaits you. Longyearbyen, perched on the island of Spitsbergen in Norway, boasts a unique charm that few places can match. Situated about 2,300 kilometers from the North Pole, This small city offers a breathtaking landscape of towering mountains and vast Arctic wilderness. Despite its extreme location, Longyearbyen is a vibrant community where around 2,000 residents enjoy a mix of modern amenities and Arctic adventure. You can explore the stunning Svalbard archipelago, witness the mesmerizing northern lights in winter, or take part in thrilling activities like dog sledding and snowmobiling during the long, dark months. The city's unique position means it experiences polar nights and midnight sun, creating an extraordinary living experience. Fascinating cultural events and historical sites also highlight the rich heritage of this remarkable locale. Whether you're interested in exploring its surroundings or simply enjoying the local culture, Longyearbyen is a must-visit destination. What new adventures will you find in this extraordinary Arctic city? Did you know that jukeboxes once had fake records? In the heyday of jukeboxes, some operators cleverly used fake records to create the illusion of a vast music collection. This neat trick misled customers into believing they had access to a wide array of songs, even when the actual selection was limited. The fakes were often simple labels placed on empty discs, giving the impression of choice without the actual music behind them. This gimmick not only drew in more customers, but also made the jukeboxes appear more desirable, packing them with mystery and excitement. Imagine walking up to a jukebox, feeling the thrill of possibility as you scrolled through the titles, only to find out that many of them didn't play. While this strategy might seem deceptive today, it was a fascinating marketing move in the past. How many of us would be surprised to learn that our favorite tunes might have been hiding behind a facade? Believe it or not, a hotel is offering a huge prize. To mark its 125th anniversary, the iconic Roosevelt Hotel in New Orleans has rolled out an exciting challenge. A whopping $15,000 reward awaits anyone who can return the most outrageous item ever stolen from its classy premises. Imagine a treasure hunt where the prize is not only cash, but also an extravagant 7-night stay in the hotel's luxurious presidential suite, complete with all sorts of complimentary amenities. Since the Roosevelt has a rich history and has hosted numerous high-profile guests over the years, there's no shortage of quirky stories surrounding it. Whether you've got a wild tale of something looted during Mardi Gras or a secret stash of memorabilia, this opportunity encourages creativity and nostalgia. Will you dig deep into your memory or even ask family and friends if they've ever taken something truly unique from this legendary location? Is it really true that Washington opposed the Boston Tea Party? Absolutely. George Washington and Ben Franklin both had strong opinions about this rebellious act against British rule. While many colonists celebrated the Boston Tea Party in 1773, Washington found it too extreme and feared it would provoke harsh British retaliation. He believed in more measured approaches for achieving independence. On the other hand, Ben Franklin, who famously documented the event, had his own reservations but seemed more supportive of the colonists' frustrations, seeing it as a reaction to unfair taxes. Their differing views highlight a fascinating aspect of American history: two founding figures with contrasting strategies for dealing with British authority. This division in attitudes reminds us that the path to freedom is often paved with debate and differing opinions. Just imagine what might have happened if these two giants had agreed on everything. This might surprise you. Bob the tailless alligator. Born in 1997 in South Carolina, Bob is a special alligator who never developed a tail due to a congenital anomaly. This rare condition means that instead of a long, powerful tail, Bob has a unique body structure that other alligators don't have. While it may sound challenging, Bob has adapted remarkably well to life without a tail. He uses his powerful limbs and strong jaws to swim and hunt, just like other alligators. His ability to live and thrive without such an important part of his anatomy shows how resilient nature can be. Bob's story is incredibly inspiring, proving that even with significant differences, creatures can adapt and survive in their environments. As the only tailless alligator at his facility, Bob brings attention to unique animals and their adaptations, sparking interest in wildlife conservation and the wonders of nature. Isn't it fascinating how life finds a way? Here's a wild fact about avocados and durians. Many people enjoy the creamy taste of avocados, but they often toss away the pit without a second thought. Surprisingly, researchers are diving into the pit's potential health benefits, discovering that it might be packed with antioxidants and fiber. This makes it more than just a bulky seed. It could be a hidden treasure in your kitchen. On the other hand, the durian, often called the king of fruits, is famous for its unique flavor, but infamous for its overpowering odor. In many public places across Southeast Asia, durians are banned because some people find the smell nauseating. Despite its strong aroma, durian lovers swear by its rich, custard-like texture and taste, leading to passionate debates about its worth. While avocado's pits may someday star in health dishes, durian continues to captivate adventurous eaters. Isn't it fascinating how different cultures view these fruits so differently? Hard to believe, but FIFA outranks the UN in teams. The world of sports is full of surprises, and one of the most astonishing facts is that FIFA has 201 national teams competing for a spot in the World Cup qualifiers. This red-hot rivalry surpasses the 193 member states of the United Nations, showcasing just how widespread and beloved football is across the globe. Each of these national teams represents a unique culture and story, coming together to celebrate their passion for the game. While the UN focuses on diplomacy and international relations, FIFA draws in nations on the pitch, providing a thrilling spectacle that unites diverse peoples. From tiny island nations to football giants, everyone gets a chance to chase their football dreams. So next time you watch a match, remember that more countries are vying for World Cup glory than are represented in global governance. Doesn't that make you want to cheer for your favorite team even more?